Greetings gamers, I'm Anto and today I'm going to be showing you how to import custom assets into Wonderdraft. Every time I post a video on the map making software Wonderdraft, I get asked how to import custom assets. So that's what we're going to be looking at today. Without further ado, let's head to the computer and get started. To start with, to make your life easier, you want to head to the Wonderdraft page on your Humble Bundle and you want to download this Wonderdraft example custom assets folder. This is a folder of some example assets that are arranged in a way that Wonderdraft can read, and by placing all the custom assets that you want in that folder, you're going to make your life much easier. Once that's downloaded, you want to add the example folder to the Wonderdraft assets. The easiest way to do this is head into Wonderdraft, head up to the top left and click open user folder. That's going to open your folder where you're going to put all of your assets in, and if you click on the assets folder in there, you'll see that you have space for all of your asset packs or any custom assets you add. I've already added the example folder to mine here, and if I click in that, you can see the example folder is broken down into fonts, sprites and textures. To add custom assets like symbols, trees and mountains, you want to go into the sprites folder. You can see here that each of those categories has its own subfolder. So today we're going to be working on symbols, so you just head into the folder and you can see this is where I've already put several of the custom assets that I already use. Now I've made some really basic example shapes that we're going to use for this tutorial, and I've put them in their own folder. I'll click in here and you can see that I've made some really basic shapes, and we're going to drag those into Wonderdraft. So I just copy the entire shapes folder, head back into the symbols folder of the example asset pack and paste it. The next thing that you want to do is you want to close and reopen Wonderdraft. That will load in those assets, and when it loads them in, it's going to generate a text file that tells Wonderdraft what the properties of these symbols are. So you can see here now I've reopened Wonderdraft, I've got a little text file. So I'm just going to go ahead and close Wonderdraft again, and then I'm going to go into that text file and we're going to edit a few things just to make these symbols more versatile. Opening up the text folder, you'll see a whole bunch of text, and each symbol in the folder that this text file is in has its own batch of text. What we're looking for is we're looking for any time it says draw mode, and we want to change that from normal to sample color. And what that allows us to do is it allows us to use the land brush tool to color each symbol individually so that we're not stuck with whatever color the symbols are to begin with. So what we're going to do is anytime it says draw mode and normal, we're just going to underscore color with no U. So we'll just copy and paste that for all of the instances of draw mode normal throughout this document. Obviously, if you've got a lot of symbols, this will take a little bit of time, but it's worth doing because it's going to give you much more flexibility with your symbols. So once that's done, we're going to head back into Wonderdraft, reopen the program, and what we're left with is a batch of symbols that we can color using the custom color picker. You'll see that when I place them down, instead of being grey, they pick up some of the color from the background, and if I go over to the land tool, hit the ground brush and change the filter to just be symbols, I can color these any color that I like. And it's that simple to install custom assets. As long as you install the example folder, then all of the structure is there for you and it's really quick and easy. If you don't think you'd be able to download the example folder and mess around in Wonderdraft's user folders, there is another option for you. You can download a third-party piece of software called Mythkeeper that handles everything for you. All you do is you go to something like cartography assets, which I'll leave a link to in the description below, find one of the user-generated content packs, and then you can use Mythkeeper to load that in. You can see when I go into the Assets tab here, we have the Cartography Assets client, which will load a web version of the Cartography Assets website to allow you to pick asset packs that are available there. Or you can add local assets. If you've downloaded an asset pack from Reddit or somewhere else on the internet, put it in your downloads folder, click the Add Local Assets button, and then Mythkeeper will take care of putting it in Wonderdraft for you. There you have it, folks, a really quick video on how to import custom assets. If you like this video, don't forget to hit that like button down below, and if you've used custom assets in Wonderdraft, I'd love to hear what you've used down in the comments. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I release new RPG related content every single week. And if you like what I do here, consider supporting me on Patreon. You'll get access to early videos, behind the scenes content, exclusive content, and a whole bunch more, and it really helps me out. But until next time, happy gaming. Thanks for watching. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below for new content every single Friday. And if you want to keep watching, well, there's another couple videos for you to watch just over there. Happy gaming.